There becomes a mask that you have to put on that's above you. It's not me. It's, I'm the CEO of this company. And therefore, this is what's proper. This is what's required of you. We were in the middle of the Persian Gulf. It was our job to escort Kuwaiti oil tankers. So I remember one night when we're in the middle of the convoy, it's the mid-watch, it's 2 a.m. And I was sitting there on the bridge, and I was thinking, here I am literally across the world. I'm 23, in charge of, the captain sleeping, in charge of a ship filled with 200 sailors. And I've got my watch who's responsible for making sure that we don't hit a mine or any of these, oil tankers hit a mine. And I said, wow. And then I was overcome with the fact of what a privilege. From an internal perspective, to understand how he was able to balance all of the different requirements that he had throughout his career, President of the Red Cross, Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, Chief of Staff. How could one man wear all of those hats with such excellence? How does that happen? And then when you look down one layer below it and you look at, well, there was this foundation of ethical leadership that enabled all of this excellence. I really believe that was one of the things that has drawn me to him even more closely now. What General Marshall did was he was never satisfied. It was always more. And it was more in the sense of excellence. He was always pushing himself. He was always pushing the people that he worked for. He was even pushing up the chain of command constantly. And so being not willing to settle for a standard answer, I think, was one of the key tenets of his ethical leadership and one of the things that made him truly great. I believe that it's being humble to the mission. I think that's really it. And being humble to the mission doesn't mean being meek. It means not being egocentric. So rather than thinking, what can the organization do for me? It's really is a constant battle, because we're human, of what can I do for the organization? What is the right answer? And that's really, as I approach organizations now, I really have those conversations with myself constantly to make sure that this is the right thing for the organization, not the right thing for me. And I really believe that if you focus on that, it forces you into a position of ethical leadership.